Beverly Cleary's Ramona Quimby, age 8, is a beloved addition to the Ramona series, comprising 8 books that captivated readers from 1955 to 1999. Published in 1981 and later honored with a Newbery Honor in 1982, Ramona Quimby, age 8 chronicles the humorous and adventurous journey of the spirited young girl, Ramona Quimby, from kindergarten to 8th grade. This particular installment explores themes of independence, resilience in the face of financial challenges, and maintaining self-respect when confronted with adversity. The story unfolds through Ramona's perspective, presented in the third person. It begins with Ramona's family gathered at the breakfast table. Eager to share her newfound independence, Ramona boasts to her sister about taking the school bus alone. Now 8 years old and starting 3rd grade, she relishes the responsibility. However, her sister, Beatrice, or Beezus as Ramona affectionately calls her, remains preoccupied with her imminent transition to high school, which Ramona knows is actually junior high. Their father, Mr. Quimby, lightens the mood with a joke, revealing his plan to return to college to become an art teacher. Mrs. Quimby, the family's anchor, urges them to finish breakfast swiftly and head to school, as she herself is employed as a receptionist at a doctor's office following Mr. Quimby's layoff from Pacific Gas and Electric. Ramona embarks on a new school adventure, where she discovers she is the oldest student in her class, relishing the newfound sense of seniority. However, her excitement wanes when a boy on the bus takes her eraser. A skirmish ensues, with Ramona ultimately reclaiming her possession. She dubs the boy the yard ape due to his gloomy demeanor and tendency to linger in the schoolyard. Despite their initial animosity, a surprising friendship blossoms between Ramona and the yard ape. His dry sense of humor complements Ramona's lively personality, leading to unexpected camaraderie. Ramona finds herself drawn to her new teacher, Mrs. Whaley, particularly because of the introduction of sustained silent reading. The idea of being able to read independently excites Ramona and her classmates. However, Ramona starts to question whether Mrs. Whaley actually likes her. Unlike her previous teachers, Mrs. Whaley doesn't find Ramona's antics amusing. One lunchtime, Ramona cracks what she thinks is a hard-boiled egg on her head, only to realize that her mother had mistakenly given her a raw egg. The raw egg spills all over her, leading to a scene that lands Ramona in the principal's office. While sitting with raw egg in her hair, Ramona overhears Mrs. Whaley referring to her as a show-off and a nuisance. Ramona faces a challenge in proving to the adults that she can take care of herself. Her struggles continue when she unexpectedly throws up in the middle of class, much to the disgust of Mrs. Whaley and the inconvenience of her mother, who must leave work to tend to her. Life at home doesn't provide much solace either. Ramona is tasked with looking after Willa Jean, the younger sister of her curly-haired neighbor, Howie Kemp. Ramona starts to resent Howie for dumping the responsibility of caring for Willa Jean on her. While Ramona is stuck playing childish games with a 4-year-old, Howie gets to enjoy bike rides with his friends. Adding to the frustration, Ramona must also deal with Howie's irritable grandmother, who blames Ramona whenever Willa Jean misbehaves. One day, Willa Jean breaks an accordion given to her by her wealthy uncle, Hobart. Mrs. Kemp is furious and places the blame on Ramona for not keeping the accordion safe. Despite facing these challenges, Ramona remains determined to prove herself and navigate the complexities of school and home life. Ramona finds herself in a predicament when she is forbidden from babysitting Willa Jean again. While it's a curse because she needs the money and the responsibility, it's also a blessing as she looks forward to being free from the demanding task. When her parents return from college and work, Ramona goes back home and witnesses the palpable stress in her household. Her parents discuss the challenges they face in their respective jobs at the doctor's office and college. The financial strain weighs heavily on the family, especially since Mrs. Quimby's salary is not as substantial as Mr. Quimby's at the electric company. To make ends meet, Mr. Quimby takes on a night shift at the grocery store, stocking shelves. The constant worry about money takes its toll. When their car breaks down, it becomes a grueling ordeal for the Quimby family. Ramona tries to lighten the mood with her humor, but sometimes she wishes she could escape from the stress at home. Unlike her older sister, who often claims to have homework, Ramona doesn't have a significant amount of schoolwork to occupy her time. However, like the rest of the Quimby family, she perseveres through the challenging year. The book ends on a positive note with the family celebrating their successes by going out for dinner. A generous older man unexpectedly pays for their entire meal, providing a glimmer of hope for the entire family. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.